Triple H is a liar, and WWE Unreal proves it, and his comments on it proves it even further. Welcome back to Fog Wrestling. We're going to dive in to these comments from the game. Triple H, right? Because I just don't understand this guy. It's almost like he's dug a hole that he just can't get himself out of. And he was speaking on ESPN's First Take, and he explained essentially why WWE has decided to pull back the curtain with the Unreal series on Netflix. Now, before we dive into his actual comments, folks, right? The whole purpose of this show is a behind the scenes into WWE and to show people how things happen and how talent react to each other. We are literally seeing Triple H, The Rock, Nick Khan, guys like that discussing, right, we're going to turn Cena heel. Oh, we might do this, we might do that. He's going to win that match. We see 6 guys in an elimination chamber discussing what's going to happen, right? And Triple H has got the audacity to tell us that we're not showing you everything and how the magic or how the tricks are done. But we'll dive into his comments here. And I quote, I think today's world with the internet, half the fun for our fans, I think sometimes is speculating around what is going on behind the scenes anyway. So we decided to let them have a look. We're not exactly showing you everything and how the magic is done or how the tricks are done. If you wanted to use a magic reference, but we're giving you the behind the scenes, we're showing you what goes into this. A lot of people think it's just these athletes show up and they put on a show and that's it, and you know it's predetermined, so it's easy. It's not all that. There's a million things that go into this, and it's a lot of complex navigating, and it's a fascinating look. End of quote. Right. This guy's just plain fucking retarded. To suggest that he's not showing how the magic is done or how the tricks are done is just utter shite. You're literally seeing in these documentaries, like, the Elimination Chamber match get broke down move by move. Oh, when I hit the move on you, Cena, you're going to have this look to the camera. Then Seth's going to come in and curb stomp me and this and that. And we're going to look at the camera and like, oh, people are there talking about how CM Punk would make like a perfect agent for a match. Then you've got like the whole Cena heel turn, them discussing that. It's just absolute, and then like you're seeing like a lot of like backstage look into like the Royal Rumble and people's entry numbers and like speed entering it. At what point does Triple H think he's not showing us the tricks and how the magic is done? What would he need to show us in this Unreal series for him to be like, yeah, that's the magic, or that's how the tricks are done? Kayfabe's dead. This Unreal series has fucking butchered it even further, man. It's just absolute fucking ridiculous. This guy has lost the plot. To suggest that he's not showing how the magic is done and how the tricks are done, it's just straight up lies. I mean, you're literally showing creative meetings into it. You know, this is a TV show that's portrayed as real, right? Live action, essentially. And you're just completely destroying it. I don't understand how this guy thinks he's not exposing the business here. Or we're not exactly showing you everything. You literally are showing us everything. Guerrilla position, creative meetings, everything, man. Like, what else is there to the wrestling business? He's saying he's not showing us everything. What's he not showing us? What? The toilet bowl when he takes a shite? I mean, he's showing us everything. He went on to say, we looked at every aspect of it, the positives and the negatives, we weighed it out. You can't be afraid to do something in life. You can't be that, well, somebody might criticise us. If we were afraid that people might criticise what we do, we wouldn't put on a show every week. It's a part of what makes us wonderful. You look at it no different than a sport. You can look at it and say, this coach doesn't know what he's doing. I would have done this, and I know that would have been better. I think of it, when people that weren't fans of F1 racing see behind the scenes everything that goes into it and has increased their respect of an industry, the respect of what athletes go through. I think this just increases the respect level for what we do. I think it builds that deeper connection when you have athletes like Rhea Ripley, who many see as this larger than life, never would have a doubt character, going through the highs and lows and the pressure and the doubts, the self-doubts, and overcoming those to go out there and perform the way she does. I don't know how it doesn't make you appreciate her more as a performer. They do it for the fans, they do it to entertain, they do it because they love what they do. End of quote. This guy's lost the plot, man. Like, F1's a real sport. So I think there is a bit of intrigue in behind F1. You know, like when you watch an F1 race, whether you watch it like on Sky or ESPN or whatever country you're watching, you just normally, right, get to see the 20 drivers on track. You see like the team principals gets interviewed, and you see like pit stops, right? But going behind the scenes of the F1, you actually, like on Drive to Survive, you get to see meetings that we never seen before. But that's intriguing because it's real. It's like, realistically, when you see a TV show like a Breaking Bad or Sons of Anarchy or Walking Dead, Sopranos, Dexter, man, I could name 100. What intrigue do people really have? Of, like, I'm not saying, because yeah, we've seen them all find out scenes and react to like their characters being killed off and things like that, but they don't have to portray themselves as the character they play in the real world. Well, WWE is like this unique thing where back in the day, kayfabe has existed. I don't get, and it's not a case of where they don't break kayfabe on the actual shows. Of course they do. Like seeing a TV episode of Breaking Bad, Walter White doesn't break the fourth wall and like look at the camera and be like, "Here, my name's Bryan Cranston. I don't really make meth." And then a laughing track enters the fray. That doesn't happen like that. And for him to talk about Rhea Ripley and pretend that she's larger than life, we get to see her going through the highs and lows. This is a formula that is unsuccessful. Why not go? Why not actually create larger than life characters? That is what wrestling in the past was about. Look at the Attitude Era, larger than life characters. You know what I mean? We've seen The Godfather come out with his hose. We've seen Val Venus come out as a porn star. We've seen Kane come out as this like demon. We've seen Undertaker come out as a dead man. We didn't need to see the behind the scenes footage of how these guys struggled with injuries and mental health problems and the ups and downs. No, we just cared about what they did out in the ring and backstage segments and storylines. That's what we cared about. We didn't care about Glenn Jacobs or Mark Calloway. I care about the character. I'm not saying I don't care about the guys playing the character, but watching it as a TV show, Glenn Jacobs and Mark Calloway are irrelevant to me. And I think a lot of people think like that. Now, in 2025, when they've retired for a bunch of years, that's different. But when you're watching the show live, I don't care about the people who played the character. I care about the character. And obviously wrestling, like I say, it is a wee bit different because I'm always going to think of The Undertaker as The Undertaker. I'm never going to think of him as Mark Calloway. And same with Kane, even though he has a mayor and he's a Republican, he's part of Trump's team, etc., etc. Triple H, man, I can't believe a guy that grew up and dominated throughout such great eras in wrestling is this out of touch. Like, to me, he's lost the plot here. Absolutely lost the plot. To even spin these narratives about we're not showing you how the tricks are done. That's exactly what you're doing. If Houdini shows you how he does like his card tricks, or here, seeing we saw people in half, it's just an illusion to make it look like we do that. And then he came, like, if they showed you like how to do the tricks, and then afterwards said, "Here, we're not actually showing you how to do the tricks. It's just like a wee look behind the scenes at the locker room I sit before I go out on stage." No, it's not that, mate. You're actually literally showing us how you do the tricks. Just don't understand it, man. It's like, even like there was a scene where it's like Strowman versus Jacob Fatu, and Jacob Fatu pushes a fan, and Triple H is going ballistic. And he's like, "Oh wait, that's a plant." I mean, even that is like just sapping every little bit of authenticity and realness about the show out of it. It's dead, man. It's the company is already dead enough, but see this, it's like irreversible damage for me.